everyone, I'm Nate.
I'm Sarah.
And today we are doing a fun little this or that.
I did the questions the other day and I'm excited to hear what you have to say about this. So it's this or that movie edition. We have 20 questions. Let's do this.
I don't know what these are, so I'm really excited. She wrote them all down yesterday, and I'm excited to see what she wrote down.
If you disagree with us, let us know.
Yeah, okay.
Heartfelt movie or like a belly laugh movie?
Belly laugh.
Belly laugh? I
Yeah.
kind of feel the same. I feel like this year I don't have the capacity for more heartfelt, like strong emotions.
Yeah.
Even
for
a too
sure.
emotional kids movie, I'm like, that was a bit much.
very true.
Okay, Toy Story or Cars?
Okay, I'm probably a little bit biased in this right now because we just watched Cars, but I'm gonna say Cars.
I honestly think Cars too. It's funny because you'd think that we'd be biased towards the one that like was around when we grew up, but
Toy Story is a classic, and there's so many classic things in it. But like, I think I might just have the bias of like we just watched Cars, and that Cars 3, I had never seen it until like just a couple days ago. It was really good.
yeah, my only complaint is they need more female cars.
I think I boycotted Cars because they hadn't come out with Incredibles 2 yet. But they put Cars 3 out.
Yeah.
But
Between the two, I say Cars as well.
yeah.
Okay, question 3. Miniseries or movie?
Miniseries.
Really?
Yes, miniseries, because I feel like if you take something that you were thinking of making a movie and do a miniseries, even if it's 4 episodes and they're all like an hour long, you're able to dive way more into it.
Yeah.
And I feel like some movies, that's part of their big problem, is that they just didn't have enough time to dive into each character and make you care about each character, or they just try to do too much.
And there's a lot of times where you finish a movie and you're like, I want more. You ready for the next one?
I don't know, am I?
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Star Trek.
I was a Star Wars kid growing up.
Yeah. I mean the Star Trek movies now, not the show.
Yeah.
I've just about almost watched the Star Wars movies.
She's watched 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, standalone movie or a movie series?
That's hard.
I know.
That's hard because I feel like a lot of movies screw themselves over by doing a series.
It's true.
Like, I don't know. I think I might say standalone, but sometimes I do want another one. But even though I want another one, I don't want them to do it. Like, I don't want them to do a Joker 2.
That's true.
Leave it alone.
There's some standalones that are just like a gut punch, like solid win.
Yes.
But I also love how attached people get to series. It's very interesting. People get way more attached to people get way more attached to series rather than standalone movies. It's interesting. Are you ready for the next question?
I don't know.
Fast and Furious or Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh my god.
So different, yet when you think about it, you're like, actually, it's like almost all men.
I gotta go Pirates.
Adventure series.
I gotta go Pirates.
I think so too.
And I have to go Pirates because
The music.
I like the music, first off. Second off, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies have stayed what they are.
That's true.
And the Fast and Furious movies went from car movies to a superhero movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And while I still like it, I think that they're doing a decent job with what they're doing, and like that genre, like it's just.
I also feel like I love all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies equally.
This is true.
I mean, it's literally like explosions and like non-stop.
And it's so funny. And we literally really just talked about
It's Fast and Furious is funny.
Like they have funny moments, but it's not funny. It's not.
I feel like half the time that Fast and Furious is funny, they didn't mean for it to be funny.
Usually when it's funny, it's because someone said like something really corny.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, for real?
I don't got friends. I got family.
Oh my gosh. Okay, next question. Movies that are based on a book or comic, or movies that are not based on anything other than like their screenplay?
This is also really hard with like alongside that like series or movie thing because usually they mess up a movie based on a book, even though they literally have everything laid out for them.
Well, there's higher stakes because people already have expectations. I probably would have said things that aren't based on them because it's fun to see like a new inventive story. But as we just watched Shadow and Bone, and I was so invested in this, like watching you guys watch it because I read the book and like I knew it was coming. I have to say ones that are based on books because I like so enjoyed that more than I normally do.
Shadow and Bone. These are all Netflix. No, except for one. Shadow and Bone, The Old Guard, and Bloodshot.
All fantastic.
Yeah. Obviously, there's other things based off of books and comics that were also really good.
I feel like when you already are working on something creative and then you add in like a very talented and creative screenwriter, then it's just like, it just adds one extra layer of like creativity.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for the next?
Let's do it.
Okay. Sweet or savory movie snack? So we're talking like
Sweet.
Candies or popcorn.
I'm a sweet head.
I know. I have to say sweet too because I was like thinking about this as I wrote it. I was like, I want both. And then I'm like, but I always want sweet after I have savory.
Yeah.
Only sometimes do I have something
Savory.
sweet and then want something savory afterwards. You know, like sometimes I'll
But
have.
usually that's like in the morning when we have like waffles.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you'll want like something savory.
Yeah. But yeah, sweet, definitely.
Sweet, yeah.
I got a sweet tooth. Okay. Set in the past or set in the future?
Past.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm always really torn because I love space movies.
That is true.
Like Interstellar and I guess and Arrival. I love those movies so much.
For me, neither
But-
did it matter. Apparently there was no black people in the past and there's no black people in the future either.
Yep. No, I honestly I love historical things because the costuming and sets is so fun.
It's awesome. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, and I love that in like fantasy based ones now, and I guess there's some that aren't fantasy based, they're like diversifying their cast, even though if like historically accurate to where that imaginary place is modeled after, there wouldn't have been this many blank people. But I find it really interesting that they're doing that because I'm like, it's a freaking, like, you're making up a fake story right now. This is not like based on true events, so you can make it whatever you want. Including diversifying and giving people opportunities that aren't white.
i.e. Bridgerton.
Yes, exactly. And what was that other one we just watched that was like kind of Sherlock-y? Sherlock adjacent?
Immortals or...
I don't know. We'll put it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really have been enjoying that.
Yes.
Okay, The Matrix or Inception?
Inception. I've only seen half a Matrix movie.
I honestly feel like the outfits really distract from the movies.
From Inception or from The Matrix?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only seen half the Matrix movies. I was raised Catholic. As you guys know, I'm not really religious anymore. We did a video about that. If you don't know, not religious. But in like my like youth group class, we like watched part of The Matrix and they like
What?
And they like related it to the Bible. Y'all, whose mind was blown? I was thinking of all of those Catholic school teachers and all the Catholic like leaders that I had that were trying to relate that to the Bible, and it just came out as about like transgender.
You're like, well, there you
And I
go.
was like,
And your face. That's so funny. Yeah, I just really... Inception was so good.
it is one of my favorite movies of all time.
This one, just ignore the fact that we are, in a panini right now for the last year. Watching a movie at home or watching a movie in theaters?
Crap.
I know, it's really hard.
Because sometimes part of me, it depends on the movie, but...
It also depends on the time of year, because there's something so satisfying about going to see a movie in the summer.
There's also like something
Having to
so
carry like a
satisfying
sweatshirt in. You're like, oh yeah.
in the fall, like
Yeah. that's
watching
true.
a movie at home with like...
I think I have to say at home.
I say home.
I love a themed movie night, so I think at home because you can really carry that theme when you watch it.
Carry it all the way through, yeah.
Okay. Interstellar or The Arrival, now that I've mentioned them both already. I know, they were so good.
I would have to say The Arrival.
I was gonna say the same.
Because Interstellar, like, It's a fantastic movie. It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of those movies where they made it really cinematic.
Yes.
Like that, like artsy cinematic, but they also made it interesting the entire movie. And I feel like so many movies get boring when they try to get all cinematic.
Yeah.
But the end just makes me really sad. So I would rather watch The Arrival. I know that like The Arrival is kind of sad.
It's like small scale sad,
but like
not like large scale sad.
Two of the best.
And it was so creative, and that was my favorite portrayal of like aliens on screen.
Yeah,
that was so amazing. Not just aliens as far as like what they looked like, but how they communicated and how they interacted with humans. It was so interesting.
In my opinion, those are like the two best sci-fi space movies ever.
Yeah, it was so good. Are you ready for the next question?
Let's do it.
Earth documentary or crime documentary?
Crime documentary.
Earth documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they make me really emotional.
Yeah.
But so good. I could watch Earth documentaries all day. I mean, some days I do. I will literally watch Earth documentaries as I'm working. Mm-hmm. This next one is The Illusionist or Prestige. I always forget which one is which, though.
Crap. Prestige is the one with Christian Bale.
I was like, which one?
And The Illusionist is the one with Edward Norton.
Thank you. I always forget his name. I honestly kind of want to say Edward Norton.
So pretty.
I think The Illusionist.
That story is so good.
Yeah, it was really good. And I really hated Christian Bale's character. Like, I feel like I was more angry watching that one.
Yeah.
So I say Edward Norton and...
The Illusionist?
The Illusionist? They're both movies about like, I don't know, like if you illusionists and like close-up magic and like all that kind of thing, and they came out very close in time, and they're both set in like the same time. Mm-hmm. So good.
I don't know, it might be The Illusionist.
Yeah. Okay, musical or horror?
Musical or horror movie?
I know, I picked two that I was like, they're very different, obviously, but they're also ones that like aren't
horror movies.
Huge. Yeah.
And I only say that because I feel like
musicals can be really
really boring and annoying.
Yeah.
And they can also, and usually they're also just like the same old like
That's
15
true.
musicals that they just keep redoing.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean like Into the Woods and things like that too.
Oh.
I'm always really torn because
that one's kind of old, but like that one.
I don't like being scared.
That movie was really good.
Yeah. I kind of say musical. Life is scary enough. For me.
I guess we're talking about that. Maybe musical? I don't know. I don't really watch that many horror movies. I go through like phases.
But
like,
we don't watch a lot of
years.
musicals either.
This is true.
I feel like honestly.
But we watch a musical before we watch a horror movie though.
Yeah. This one, it's really important.
Okay.
Bugs Life or Ants?
Bugs Life.
I think so too, because of the caterpillar.
Yeah, and the ants look scary in Ants.
That's true, the ants
have
do
like
look pretty scary.
Chiseled jawbones.
Yeah. I don't need my ants to be buff.
Nah, Bugs Life is, yeah.
Yeah, Bugs Life, they're so cute.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
And they're still carrying them. Yeah, Bugs Life.
Yeah.
Okay, better screen quality or better audio?
Audio.
Audio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm thinking, like, would you rather have, like, a giant, like, 4K screen, or would you rather have surround sound?
I'd rather have surround sound.
Yeah, I kind of think so, too. I'll never forget when I had surround sound, or I experienced surround sound for the first time, like, in a home, and it scared the crap out of me, because I'm, like, not used to sitting on a couch and having audio be behind me. And it was, what's that one with Will Smith with all the vampire-y things?
Oh, I Am Legend?
I Am Legend, that was terrifying.
Okay.
It was the moment one of the deers ran in the street and it was right behind me and I was like, ah! Okay. That movie Palm Springs or the movie The Map of Tiny Perfect Things? Palm Springs is the one with Andy Samberg and The Map of Tiny Things is the one with what's-her-face. I know. They also were two movies that were like
Map of Tiny Perfect
Things came out at the same time. Really interesting.
Yes. I think that movie was...
I liked how they approached the sciencey part of it.
True.
It was interesting.
I feel like, because I'm closer to their age, that one was a little more relatable.
That's true. But Andy Samberg was so funny.
Yeah. But also, like, that was so funny on so many different levels. Like the sense of like
true.
people hating going to weddings, and he is stuck going to a wedding every single day for years.
Yeah, they were both so good. But
I might say Map of Tiny Perfect Things.
I wrote this question thinking I was going to say Palm Springs, but I think the Map of Tiny Perfect Things. I guess it depends on my mood.
Yeah, right?
Okay, last question, I believe.
Last one.
Known actors or unknown actors? Do you prefer to see someone new or someone you already know you love?
This one is a super loaded question, and I would say I prefer new actors when you're doing a new thing. Like if you're like making like a series like from a book or something like that, I want to see new actors. Don't just throw in everyone that we already know. Granted, I mean, there are a lot of actors that I love and I love seeing do like almost anything, but like I also love like watching a movie with a new actor and being like,
they
who is that?
Yeah, it is fun to see
like,
people be like, wow, that was incredible. There you go, another amazing actor.
And you're like, that's like...
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
Unknowns.
Okay, that's all my questions.
That was really, really fun. Good questions.
Thank you.
But that is all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button.
And we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.